What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Mayor Eric Adams, he is the proud mayor of the great city of New York. And, you know, I like, from what I hear about him, obviously he's a Democrat. I don't like that, okay? But he has taken a pretty interesting stance against drill music. Now, drill music, which originates itself, I believe, in Chicago, and there are now drill rappers everywhere. Two of the rappers have been killed recently in New York City, and several DJs have talked about, you know, not wanting to play the music anymore because of what has been going on. But you know what? I really want to talk about what he had to say about Donald Trump, which was very interesting because he said, listen, we pulled Trump off of Twitter because of what he was spewing. Yet we allow music displaying guns, violence to stay on the sites. Look at the victims. He's basically calling out people on social media. Like, how do you monetize this dysfunction? Okay. There needs to be civic and corporate responsibility. But see, now I want to talk about this because you're calling on social media companies to curb the issue of what drill music is doing over the world. Not even that. You have people, I believe, getting killed also in London, some parts of Sweden now. So this is a pandemic, really, with what we're talking about right now. But see, we will call out everything, but what the real problem is in Black America. Let me reference a video I did on my Kinganda YouTube channel, okay? Which was called Why African Americans Feel Safer in Africa. This was in response to a brother by the name of Afro Think Tank. Go check him out. His name of the video he originally did is called Respect in Nigeria. He said, you know, one thing I know when I come to Africa, that I love our people, but we have forgotten something that's very paramount. That is this whole idea of respect. Because everywhere here in the city that I'm in, people will greet you, kids will stop and they will bow. Teenagers walk by you, 7 or 8 adult teenagers or young adults. You don't feel like you're about to get killed. But I would feel some way if I was walking by 8 teenagers in Del Paso Heights or in Compton or in Brooklyn, okay? And see, our community used to be like that in the 80s, certain parts of the 70s, from what I understand, definitely in the 50s, 60s. People would drive, they would speak to you. We had that Southern hospitality in the Black community. But once we got rid of fathers, once our community got rid of families, then all of these other things came in. Even you had some guys, you know, toward the end of Black families with no resources, where the Bloods and Crips actually infiltrated some elements of 2-parent homes in LA. But it all came from the dysfunctional that caused the problems. The Tukey Williams, the abandoned, those guys started influencing everybody else. So now you have no families. Now you have no resources, Mr. Adams. Now you are in the same party that has denigrated Black society. Now you want to call out social media companies. You need to call out who's responsible. You are responsible, Mr. Adams, and your affiliation with liberal Democrats. Didn't Malcolm X teach you that, Mr. Adams? You are to blame, not drill music, because you allowed drill music to usher in for the fact that Black families were disestablished. They're denigrated, destroyed due to the policies of your political party. Now you're here wanting to challenge Facebook. You want to challenge YouTube instead of challenging the people that create crime bills, people that lie like the Clinton administration. We're going to bring, you know, all these resources to the African American communities, but then they build jails. And your party is responsible. Stop calling out the people who are responsible when you are responsible. You are guilty by association, Mr. Adams. You are just as crooked as they are. You voted for the left. You are in the left. You have went to bed with the left. It might not be you personally, but you're guilty by association. Your party did it, deal with it. Now you want to put bandages on the bruises instead of actually finding a cure for the problem. And the cure for the problem is you delivered those resources to the black people you promised them that you guys never did. And now you have all these young black men coming from the same situation. No father there, no resources there, no opportunities there. Nobody loves them. So they go out and kill everybody and they rap about it. You guys paved the way for drill rappers more than anybody else. Your party did. Shut up talking to me about this, dude. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't. The same political party that had us in slavery. And then you want to tell me that it's the social media execs? Okay, yeah, you have a point, but you can't start a fire and say, hey, you know what? Why don't you guys put this fire out? Fire department, yeah, that's the point, but you still start a fire in the goddamn first place. And these political crooks all over the black world talk about corruption in Africa. Jesus Christ, what about the corruption in black American politics? Philadelphia, have you seen that one lately? Trending towards 600 murders this year. Or they had 570 last year, something crazy like that. Chicago, black Chicago, forget about it. Black LA, hey, if you're African American, you're afraid to go to LA right now, right? You might get shot like Kodak Black. Detroit, forget about it. If you make $70,000 a year, you're the top 15% of earners. $70,000 a year will get you laughed at in Oakland. It will get you laughed at in Sacramento. Poverty, crime. Little Rock, Arkansas, forget about it. Memphis, hello. Been down there lately? Nothing but black political pundits of Democratic Association. And then you guys are sitting here blaming Facebook for talking about this stuff. You know what? They're putting our dysfunction. You created dysfunction in the first place. So of course they're gonna monetize it because you allowed it. You set up the infrastructure for them to be like that. Our people didn't talk about killing people in the day. Listen to the Shy-Lights and people like that, okay? The Temptations, what they said, the Four Tops, the Pointer Sisters. Did they talk about killing black people? No. But you guys changed the situation where we started hating each other. James Brown, I'm black and I'm proud. Remember that? We had music glorifying our people. But we don't anymore because that's how you guys wanted it. So deal with it, Mr. Adams. If I'm Facebook, I'm gonna refer you to this episode, all of you, because you don't care. You don't care about our people. Because if you did, you would want to know how we got that way. And in the last 50 years, nobody has done that better than Democratic policies. Shut your mouth. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high. I'm out.